The bullied. Imagine waking up from a nice sleep of being free. Sleep, which takes you into another environment, another life, another atmosphere, another space. And when you wake up, you realize that you're about to go into a very familiar environment that you have been going into that is not so safe. So you get up, you get ready. This is your obligation as a person, as a student, as a child, to go to school. Everyone's hoping, everyone wants you to go to school. That's where you're supposed to go. So you feel obligated. So even though you don't want to go, you go because of responsibility. When you get to school, you're there and you're just praying and hoping that no one turns any attention to you, which they do all the time. It's like this, before everything gets started, it's a quietness. And in that quietness, you know they are about to start. So it's quiet, and then all the eyes are on you, and then someone makes a comment or a laugh comes out, and you feel it, and you're like, oh no, here it comes. And there's nothing you can do, for you feel powerless for some reason. And so the laughter, the stirs, the pointing, the joking, is all on you. And you're just in the moment, kind of numb. You feel it, but as it becomes constant, you're kind of numb. And you're thinking to yourself, when is this going to stop? Can the bell ring? Can the teacher say something? Can we go somewhere else? Can I go to the bathroom? And even though it happens in the duration of a short period, it seems like it's forever. And it's like total torture until it's over. And when it's over, you're like, whew. But then you leave, you go home, you live a normal life. No one in the family tends or seems to understand or recognize anything going on. So you live a normal life. You act normal until you get to yourself. And then maybe you overeat, or maybe you cry, or maybe you're angry and you break something. I don't know, maybe draw, maybe write poetry, whatever you do in that dark space of you, in your room, in the closet, anywhere you have your own thoughts, and then you think about the situation. You think about the person or the people that are bullying you. And you think about sometimes getting revenge. And then sometimes you think about not wanting to be here anymore. It depends on where you are in the bullying process. In the early process, you might think about, I don't want to be here. Why are they picking on me? I'm tired. You feel worthless, and then sometimes you think about, well, I can't leave. My mom will miss me, my dad, my siblings, my best friend. I have to stay around. I can't leave. And then you think again, well, no, I don't want to live like this. Then either you eat, you sleep, or whatever you do. Maybe you cut yourself. I don't know. It is something that you do just to get through into the next day. And so the next day you go, and it repeats over and over again. Get there, a quietness before everything starts again. You go through the motions over and over again. till you get to a point, again, where you're thinking about you don't want to be here. And then sometimes you think about, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this to this person. I'm going to do this to this person. And it's going to feel good. I'm going to do it at this time. I'm going to get this weapon. I'm going to do it. It depends on where you are. And unfortunately, during those times that you're thinking about doing some type of act to someone, you're in a space where you're actually feeling good. You're feeling good because it feels like you have control over the situation. You have control over some type of imaginary type of event that you're planning to happen where you're the one in control and the other person is suffering. So you start feeling good. You start planning in your mind where you're going to get the weapon. Start planning in your mind what classes is going to take place, or outside, inside, where the people are going to be, because you already know everyone's routine. So you start planning in your mind. But I just hope that you realize that it's not worth it. This planning of killing someone else or planning of killing yourself, it's not worth it. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I know I was there. I know the feelings. I know the teasing. I know the laughter. I know the pointing, the shoving, the joking, the cracking, whatever you want to call it. I know it. I was there. And I'm so happy that I waited. I waited. And God showed me that there was more to life than being in that space where I was a victim. I got to a point in my mind where I can take control of the situation. But taking that type of control would mean me killing someone, which eventually I would wind up in jail, or me killing myself, which would be terrible. Be no me, the beautiful person that God created, and that, for some reason I'm a threat to these people because they all see me and they laugh. I'm a threat to them. I must be great. I just can't see it because I'm the laughing stock. I can't see it. But I am great. People are jealous of greatness. Just hang on. You are beautiful. You can tell someone. You can pray about it. I didn't tell anybody, but I prayed about it. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. And I cried and I prayed and I prayed. And eventually the situation got better. Those people couldn't harm me anymore. Bad things happened to them. I didn't wish it on them, hopefully. I can't remember. But bad things happened to them. Now I'm in a better space now. So I know that feeling of being pushed and pushed and pushed. And you like, all right. I'm going to make everybody happy. I'm going to do something. All right. They don't care about me. All right. But no, it's not about that. You are great. You need to tell someone. Maybe your parents doesn't see it because they're so busy. But if you tell them, they will listen. If you tell a counselor, she or he will listen. If you tell your pastor, your imam, or whatever religious person you go to, or, just tell God. That's who I went to. Tell God. And he will help you. You are a great person. You are loved. Even though you don't feel like it, God loves you. And he sometimes puts us through stuff like this so that we can be stronger and we can help other people to get through it. I just didn't understand. I was like, always, why me? What did I do? I didn't even do anything to deserve this, But everyone has to go through a test. And the test that I went through, I passed. Now, I was coming close to failing it by doing something that my heart felt that I should do. Or maybe my mind. I don't know. Because when you in that space, you don't know. Your mind is thinking about something, and you're feeling sad and lonely, and your heart is thinking about something. So I don't know. I just know my faith was above it. Just believe. Believe in God. If you don't believe in God, believe in whatever your higher power is. Believe, and you will see a better day. You know, I'm grown and everything now. I have my own kids. But I was at that space, I would say, from 4th grade to 8th. Yeah, 4th grade to 8th. That was my space. Those years felt like every single day that moment will come, and I'll be like, oh no. And when it comes, whether you're walking down the hall, whether you're in the classroom, and as I think back, where were my teachers? I don't remember a teacher at all standing in. I just don't remember a teacher. I don't remember any person. I know people had to have seen this. I just remember groups of people laughing. I remember things happening. But where were my teachers? You know, and my parents, and, you know, people didn't know. No one knew outside the school but me. You know, I'm just glad that I was able to conquer it. And I think you too will be able to conquer it. May God bless you, grant you with the strength to go on, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't see it. I couldn't see it. You know, I just believe it was there. Sometimes you have to believe it. I am an example of not seeing the light. But if you believe and just hold on, you are so important. Jeopardizing your life for someone that doesn't mean anything, they're going through something crazy and they're taking it out on you. You are the special one. That's why they're taking it out on you. They are so jealous of you. Please stay around to see yourself shine. Stay around to see yourself shine. We need you. We need you. I need you to be a person that's going to be able to give your story back, to help someone else. I'm doing this to help you. I want you to help someone else. Don't let that person take away everything. They don't mean anything. When you get older, you'll look back and look and say, oh my goodness. Don't let that person destroy you, your family, anything. You are great. You are special. That's why you are being targeted. People that are special, people get jealous of them. Whether it's your complexion, whether it's your race, whether it's your size, whether you're bigger, you're smaller, your hair texture, whether you have a speech impediment, you just have something special. And if it is an impediment, it's still special because that's what God gave you. And when things do change and it gets fixed, or you're able to help someone else, it was all for that moment. You are special. And I love you. And people love you. And I want you to love you because you are beautiful. Hold on. Hold on and make a difference. Hold on and make a difference. You're already suffering. Don't let your family suffer too. And I know sometimes it seems like they might not care, but they do. Sometimes people get so busy they don't see anything. And don't do anything to try to prove a point. Just be. Stay here and help. You are beautiful. We need you. Be here. God loves you. Pass the test so that you can help someone else with the test. It's hard to help someone with a test if you haven't taken the test yourself. And people don't want to listen to someone that doesn't know the test or doesn't have the experience. People want to hear from people that know, that have lived it. Be a survivor. Tell someone. Pray about it. Write about it. You can do something. You are special. You are special. Show us how special you are by living a good life and helping others. Again, I love you, and I'm sorry I'm so long-winded, but I just had to put more things in. I love you. Be here for us. I love you.